Hi guys, I'm hoping you're well. Join me as we travel with my mentor in his Range Rover to Eldoret, in his Range Rover Sport, one of my favorite cars. Of course, that is me. I was singing the Bien song, Nairobi, and that is Mwindi Bingu Street. That is where we started. It was me, my mentor, and two of our friends. You can see them over there. That is Hussein, and the other guy is called Victor. I was not able to record him over here. Jam ya Nairobi ndo hao sisi tukitoka tau. Yep, ndio jam ya hapo Uhuru Highway. Okay, you can see from the side mirror. Range Rover. So that is still us as we were, getting off from Nairobi. Yeah, that is us along Wayaki Way. That is at ABC Place. Tukaendelea tukiendanga. One thing that I really thank God for is proximity to, let me just say, to success. Having to be driven in my dream car, it's one of the things that I really thank God for. Ndo how sisi, we are still going. You'll forgive me, it's my first time doing these vlogs, but I'm still learning, so we'll get better as we continue. So that is still us as we were continuing. We were approaching Naivasha at this point. Yep, a small picture of us, a small video of us. Yeah, that is me, the handsome me. yeah, that is Hussein over there. That is Victor was recording Hussein. And yeah, we saw a poster ile ya kukaribisha watu Nakuru. Wemweka. Now for my Kale friends, you'll tell me what Kintomon Lie means. I believe that is Kale for maybe habari zenu, because Wemweka in Kikuyu is how are you doing? How are you? So we continued going. Yeah, and then we saw this particular fish market. I think it's a fish market. I think at some point, sometime back, it was shown by this guy, and he said it's a fish market that was not completed. My country, Kenya. Yes, we continue overtaking. Yes, when you're in a Range Rover, you want to go fast. And then we reached Kariandusi. I don't know if you remember, when we were in school, we learned Kariandusi near Gilgil. I don't know if they used to, to mine Flosspa or what. I guess you guys can remind me, And I was just recording some videos of Barabara, and we have a beautiful country. Kenya is beautiful. And then we passed Nakuru. Sorry, I didn't record a part of us being in Nakuru County. This is Shachangwan past Nakuru. I think there was an accident that happened over here in the 90s or early 2000s. Actually, early 2000s. That killed a lot of people. But I believe Shachangwan. It's when people hear Shachangwan, what they remember is that accident. And then we got to near Molo. Molo is where I come from. Molo is my origin. My life story starts at Molo. So it's a good place for me. It's a place that I have a sentimental attachment. Every time I pass by Molo, I must record. And then we continued overtaking. It was a beautiful journey by there. Very, very, very beautiful journey. And the good thing about being carried by a Range Rover is mtu hachoki. And then we continued going. Okay. Well, the problem with vlogging is me wondering, what should I be telling you? Yeah, I'm kind of giving you a story, but at some point I'm like, okay, nafaa kusema nini sasa hapa? Yep, still recording Molo. You'll notice I've recorded so many videos of the Molo area. Yep, I think it's still the sentimental attachment to Molo, Yes, and then we continued overtaking, and then I saw this bus, or this this lorry, and unfortunately, sijikani mimi too, when I see these logs, it usually reminds me those particular scary horror movies we were watching, 1,000 Ways to Die, Wrong Turn, all those. Like this one, I was wondering, what hizi zikiweza rudi nyuma? That is the negative part of me. And yeah, but anyway, the good thing is that we were safe, and hizo vitu zinakuwa tu za movie sometimes, but yeah, accidents do happen though. And we continued going, and I was asking, tuta overtake hii gari saa ngapi? And of course we went, tukaendelea. Mentor was looking for a good place to overtake it from. Good. and yeah, aka overtake, and then we were able to go at least in front, and I was like, oh, thank God tumeipita. And yeah, we continued going. Yep, we continue seeing the country. It's a beautiful country God has given us. Kenya is very, very, very beautiful, as you can see. It was overtake, it was overtake. We continued going. Yep, another picture. At this moment in the concert or jacket, because I was wearing leather jacket, and it was very, very hot. Yeah, that is Victor. Hi, niaje Victor. And then this school bus was, walikuwa wataka ku overtake sana. Alikuwa anashinda akitoka tu, but he was a good driver either way. He was safe. And then guess what we spotted? A Land Cruiser LC 300, also one of my dream cars. And now I was telling Mentor, usikubali akupite. And then we continued. The thing with boys is that boys never grow up. We're just boys now, but boys always love their toys. We are always that we always have that competitive nature of asikupite. And yeah, hakutupita by the way. Alikuwa anatupita, tunampita, but majorly tulifika in Eldoret. By the time tunafika Eldoret tulikuwa tunamuona anyway. So I would say, at the end of the day, we have a Range Rover. It's a Range Rover. So it was going very, very fast. And we were still, driving safely and all that, as you can notice from the video. Tulikuwa tunaenda fiti. Nikamwona rekodia muone ndani venye Range Rover inakaa. Okay, na munione. Look at that guy. Lazima mkiniona. And then we continued going, and fortunately we were able to arrive at Eldoret. We arrived at Eldoret, and arriving at Eldoret, at least at this moment, we were safe. It was quite interesting. We didn't, take long. Yes, and then we got to Eldoret. We got where we were going. That day we were having a mentorship in our offices in Eldoret, as you can see. We got to Eldoret, and then there was this boda guy mwenye alikuwa kwa barabara. Wewe ondokea Range Rover. Yeah, and then we go to the event. Sorry, I forgot to record a video of for you guys as we park. So yes, tukaenda underground. The building has an underground parking. We parked the car, and then after parking the Range Rover. When it's a Range Rover, you don't say the car, you say it as Range Rover. Yes, and then we got into the hall, and my mentor was now taking our team through a training session. You can see him training pale mbele. And it was quite impactful, very, very, very impactful. Now I stopped recording, at least I pay attention and also get to learn. And it was quite a beautiful journey. Yep, so see you in the next vlog. And yeah, be patient with me. I'm still mastering how to do these things. But either way, it was a good journey. See you next time. Bye.